We haven't even.
We live. Episode 7.
We're on episode 7. That's right.
Episode 7, man.
We tried to shoot this earlier, but we realized we're not morning people.
Not fast. Oh shit, I'm still kind of tired. I ain't
I
gonna
know.
lie.
Yeah, it fucked up my whole day.
No word, man.
Kind of out of it now, a little bit. I think because of that. So we learned our lesson, so we know not to do that again.
Yeah, man. And then we got to keep the margarita theme going and shit.
Can't be doing that at 9 in the morning.
Yeah, no, man. Yeah, we was wild a little bit, man. But shit, episode 7, man. Rush Hour Podcast, man. We back again, man.
Yep, we're here.
How you been, man?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see. Since last week, I went to the homie Kendrick's got a little thing he does called Joints and Johns, and he's got it at a place called High Society now. I don't think I talked about this, but I was thinking about it because I don't. Have you ever been to a weed bar?
Nah.
That's the first one I've ever been to.
Bruh.
There's no alcohol there at all. It's exactly like a bar, and you go up to the bar and you like tell them what and they're like very what would you call it? Like the service is like kind of over the top. You know what I mean? Like they give you all the different jars and they have like little special cases that everything's in. You get to like kind of I don't know, look at it, smell it, whatever. Like kind of figure out like.
I've never heard of such.
They got the trays. They'll give it like however you want to like take it too. You know what I mean? Like that was a weird way to say that, but
So good.
and then they got like the gravity bong station in the back, so you can like go back there and shit like that. It's,
Okay.
like, it's crazy. I don't know, but anyways, there was a little event there. It was pretty cool. They got a stage, they had a DJ, some music. It's very loungy though, you know what I mean? It's not like a turn up type of place, but it was a pretty cool event.
Gotcha.
So yeah, did that, and I don't know what the fuck else I did in the past 7 days, but
I know, right? 'Cause while you talking, I'm over here trying to think, like, what the fuck did I do?
the only reason I remembered it is because of the weed thing, and that you know what I mean. And I was like, oh yeah, I wonder if he's been there before.
This shit
Like,
sparking your memories.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this shit.
it's just erasing yours.
But what the fuck did I do? Fucking I went out, went to the club.
Yeah.
That shit was cool. Seen T-Rail.
Oh yeah, that's right. On accident, you said, right?
Yep, on accident. I didn't even know.
Was he
gonna be
performing,
there.
or you just?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. Or he did perform, and I think I didn't know it was like a T-Rail concert and shit.
So you got there like after he had already performed or something like that?
Nah, no. I walked in with him. I swear to God. 'Cause I walked in, I was waiting in line and shit at first. And then all I heard was somebody pushed me out the way and shit. And them,
Yeah.
they were like, excuse me, make way.
And you were
Out
like,
the
I'm with
way."
them.
Yeah, and then they started walking past and shit. So I'm like, what's up? And as soon as I seen like the tail end, like, yeah, I'm with these guys and shit. So shout out to T-Rail, get me in the club for free. Shit, you a real one, man.
Did you get to talk to him? You get to...
Nah, man, I tried to talk to him, man. I was gonna try to get him on the podcast, man. But by the time like I thought of the question and wanted to, cause he was standing right in front of me, and I ain't think nothing of it. But then I was like, yo, ask him to be on the podcast. And so boom, right when I thought of it, I was like, hey, and then he was already, it was loud as hell, so he couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, fuck it, but
Almost.
maybe next time. Yep.
Yeah. We were right there.
God damn it. And then what else? I went to go see Sinners.
Yeah?
Yep. I went to go see it by myself.
Do you like it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah? It was good?
Hell yeah.
I was wondering, because, like, it definitely looked like one of those movies where, like, I was wondering if they were giving away all the good parts on the trailer, you know? Like, it just seemed like, because of the way it was cut, or they were hiding something. You know what I mean?
To be real, I don't remember seeing a lot of trailers, but goddamn it, that movie was like the acting in that bitch
Yeah.
was crazy, bro. Like I ain't seen that good of acting in a while.
And it's like a vampire movie, right?
Yeah, yep.
See, that's what the thing is. I think on the trailers they don't tell you that. It looks like more like a I don't know, some sort of like old timey like gangster type movie
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
like that.
yep. Okay,
And so
yep,
they
they
don't really
do.
give it away.
Yep.
And so that's why I was like, okay, either you know what I mean? Like I was like the trailer's like being deceiving in some type of way, but I was like the movie looks good though. So
Nah, Sean, that shit is fire, man. Yeah, I went to go see it by myself, and then I was gonna go see it with somebody else, but
but T-Rail said no.
just nah, man. I yeah, nah. I just declined the date and went to go see that shit by myself, man. Cause my home, so me and my friend was talking, right? We 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 got this little formula, right?
Yeah.
This shit gonna sound like some douchebag shit, but anyway.
Go on. Let me check something. Keep going though.
All right, so anyway, um, like I came to the conclusion. I'll put this on me. I'll say this is me. I came to the conclusion that like if we going on a date and that shit like costs over a certain number and like I gotta drive to you and like over by you kind of thing, then like most likely, yeah, like I'm not gonna want to go because I don't want to run the risk of us going on the date and then you just hit me with the like, oh well, it's been fun
Yeah.
kind of thing. And I'm like,
Yeah, have a
what
nice
the-
life. See you later.
yeah. And I look at my bank account now. I'm
Yeah.
negative fucking $100 because fucking movies are expensive as shit nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Shit,
crazy.
man. Like
Yeah.
snacks and tickets and like yeah. And so, what I like to do is like I tell nah. I ain't
You
giving
say
up my
all
sauce.
that up front?
I ain't saying all the sauce, but like I like to like I don't know, man. Like how she came over this way, closer to me,
Yeah.
and then like cause I'm like closer to downtown and shit, so it's way more shit to do out here. So it's like I can like finagle some more time type of deal, like you know what I mean. And I feel like if I go out there, like she was all the way out like Park Meadows and shit.
Okay.
If I go all the way out there, I'm on her grounds. I'm on her terms and shit, man.
You're in her territory?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, no, I could.
So
Yeah.
I want to go see it by myself, man.
Yeah.
I said, fuck it, man. I'll spend this money on my goddamn self and just enjoy my like. You know what I mean? I'm
Honestly,
trying to learn how
there's-
to do that.
That was probably a smarter idea since, like, I will, if it's stuff like that, I mean, even if it's just like with friends or whatever, like, do you want to go to this movie or whatever it is? If it's something I really want to watch, I'd rather see it by myself, because you're going to get distracted. People are going to be talking. They're going to, this and that.
And I
it's
don't
like-
know how she's gonna receive the movie and shit because she was
then-
Latina.
Yeah, and then you're trying to do too many things, trying to get like too many wins at once there. Like
Right.
go see a movie you like, and then get the girl and like this and that. It's like you gotta kind of
Yeah,
you can't have them all.
I didn't want to. Maybe on another movie, but that movie, I was like, yo, I really want to see this movie, and I don't care if I got company or not.
Yeah, there you go. Was that your first time going to a theater, solo?
It was.
Yeah,
Yep. Kind
How'd
of
it
felt a
feel?
little loserish.
yeah. Wait, did you go during the day though, or did you go at night?
No, it was at night.
Okay, then that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's rough. I mean, I would do it too, but like the times I have gone, I went to the matinees. I think they're called like the daytime ones.
Yeah.
Because they're way cheap then.
That's what I heard, and I should have.
It's
I should
like
have just been patient.
$5. Yeah, and they're usually empty.
$5?
They really are. They're like really cheap during the day because nobody's there.
I was tripping. Okay. No wonder. That's what I get. All right. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the big blockbuster stuff, like a Marvel movie comes out or something like that. Yeah, you want to go see that with friends. You go see that at like the, this 7 p.m. show or whatever it is, you know what I mean? And then everybody's just like kind of, loud and crazy and shit like that in the theater or whatever. But that's because you don't really got to pay attention to a Marvel movie to follow what's going on, It's kind of like good guys versus the bad guys, that kind of thing. But yeah, if it's something you like, man, you got to go during the day. So.
Yeah. See, I'm trying this whole like self-care shit. Like, trying this whole like put me first kind of thing and shit, man. But it's not really working out how I'm playing, but it's going.
All right. No, that's what other self-care stuff are you doing?
Spend a lot of time in my Steam tent and shit. Hell yeah, man. I do about 20 minutes in that bitch.
Every day?
Damn near.
Yeah?
And I put eucalyptus oil in that motherfucker.
Yeah, you were telling me about it. How does it make you feel?
Like a new motherfucker, man. Shaun.
But like what? Because like I used to sit in the saunas and like the steam rooms and stuff like that, And I was like, I like it, but I don't know why. Like you just get sweaty, and then you come out and you're like, you feel kind of like I don't know, you sweated out the bad shit or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like you sweat out toxins, and then like I work on my breathing in there.
Yeah.
And so when I come out, like I just feel like I'm breathing like a whole.
Is your breathing bad?
Huh?
Is your breathing bad?
Nah,
you're just making it even better.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
All right. I was like, so you can like fucking ruin it. You know what I mean? Like later on. What would happen if you smoked in there?
I tried.
Is that possible?
Yeah, but it's stupid because
does it just put it out?
Damn near, and then like you get like I almost died. I almost killed myself trying to do that stupid shit. I haven't done it since. So yeah, I don't recommend smoking in your steam tent. You will pass the fuck out. And if you don't got
what
nobody
brought
here,
that? Where you're like, just passing the time, like might as well bring it in there, like or something like that, or you're like, it was more just like a science,
it was
project.
Like trying to like see like on some high school shit again.
Maybe it'll get me extra high.
I'm taking hot boxing to a whole nother motherfucking level.
It's like so tight in there too. It's so small.
Yeah.
Damn.
And if you fall over in that bitch, you just gonna hit the
The
wall.
whole thing
and just
comes
be
down.
leaning, yeah.
The water goes everywhere.
You're just gonna be leaning against the wall and shit, looking stupid.
So wait, so it just didn't work, or was it just like it wasn't worth the time? You were like,
yeah, no, it was too goddamn intense. Yeah, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I never did it again.
Okay, so it did work technically.
Kinda, yeah, yep.
Okay.
But it wasn't smart.
Yeah.
Shit. I wouldn't advise it. But yeah, man. That's about it. All I did.
What about the ice thing? Because you get the ice bath too.
Yeah, I got an ice bath. I barely get in that bitch. I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker.
Because it kind of sucks, right?
Hell yeah, that shit. It takes like some real mental.
You gotta be ready for
shit. Hell yeah.
You can't control the temperature because there's no. Right,
Nope.
it just contains the water, and then you just throw ice and water and shit like that. Okay,
bitch and get in.
Could you smoke in there? You think?
I'm gonna try.
I think if you did, it would make it easier. Because I've done like some like ice stuff and like cold water stuff, and it's terrible. It's like I'm like a couple seconds. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. I don't like.
See, that's like. When I do it,
yeah,
I can do it for like a good 3 minutes.
Damn, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But you got to build up to that, right?
A little bit, yep. I mean, yeah, yep. Shit, I think I've done longer though. I think I've done like 8 minutes before.
8 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
That can't be good for you. That's got to slow you, like your heart down.
Yeah.
Right?
I heard it is. I heard people doing like 10 and all kind of crazy shit. But nah, I've definitely done like 3 to 8 before.
Okay.
And that's where I really try to work. Like, if you can breathe calm in that bitch.
Yeah.
and like steady and shit, like you're a fucking samurai.
So it's like
Like
very like mental. Is that what it is? More mental than
hell yeah,
yeah.
hell yeah, hella mental. And that shit like shocks your nerves and shit. But then when you get out of that,
Yeah.
like your body's so damn tense, and then when you get out, like you so that goddamn relaxed and like you're tired and shit, cause like your body's been like
Oh, you've been like in like stress or whatever like that, like the
type
whole
of
time.
deal.
Yeah.
Yup. And so
Oh.
when it's done, it's like then you it's it's some good sleep after that bitch.
Yeah, I've never had access to one like regularly, so like I said, I have like limited experience. It's like, when you're cold and uncomfortable, like I think my body reacted before my mind did. You know what I mean? Like I like got in, that was like 5 seconds, and I was like, nope, and I was like, I didn't get to choose that. Like my body was like, nope, just jumped out of it. Yeah,
I didn't get to choose.
and I was like, I feel like I could have done longer, but yeah, I would have had to like condition myself for it.
Yeah, no, that shit sucks. My son thought he was gonna do that shit.
Yeah, how do you do?
He hurry up and got out that bitch.
Just real quick, just like same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did.
But but yeah, man. What else is going on? I was talking to my buddy the other day. We was talking about some old studio like. All right, so when I used to rap,
Yeah.
I used to be part of a group called Slap House and shit.
Yep.
And it consisted of me, my homeboy YC. That's who I was talking to earlier about this. My homeboy Sweeze, my homeboy Stack, another lady named Gemini, and a dude named Smoke, and my homeboy Rabbit. It
That was the whole crew.
Yo, yo. I thought it was gonna be just me and my cousin. He the one
Yeah.
that started this group, but he
Yeah.
like rounded up a whole bunch of
Just kept
niggas
bringing
around the
in
hood. I
more
didn't even
people.
know these niggas beforehand. I met all these niggas like during this time and shit. So boom, he put us together, and that shit was like making a band, man. Like a T-Move making the band and
Yeah.
shit, man.
Timu.
That's just, we was all fighting and shit, like, especially me and this one dude named Smoke, man. The dude smoked. So came to find out the dude Smoke actually smoked crack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. And I'm getting mad at my cousin, like, nigga, you want me to rap with this nigga? Like, nigga, I'm concerned about my image.
How did you learn that? We just caught him, or
Yeah, how did we learn he was on crack? I forgot. It was something, but it was confirmed that he was smoking. And then like he wasn't like denying it. He was more so like defending his shit. Like me and him fought a lot. Like we fought in New Mexico because like we did do a lot of shit in this group. Like we went on tour and shit before. Like we went on tour with E40. And
yeah,
like,
which is crazy because that's not like an easy thing to make happen, and like.
I know, right?
And it was just like it was a little moment in your past. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, go on.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Nah, that's real though. But hey, at least I get to say I did it. But
Yeah.
nah, like fucking we went on tour with Keek the Sneak and E40 and shit, and we went to New Mexico and Arizona, and it's funny too. On the way to New Mexico, I wasn't there when we got pulled over. So one of the dudes we was
I wasn't there when go on.
yeah, we got pulled over. They got pulled over by the U.S. Marshals and shit. So one of the dudes that was like one of the managers on Slap House, this nigga was on the run for like shooting somebody and shit. And we didn't know. This nigga just shot some nigga shit up and went on tour and shit. So the U.S. Marshals, so like we got to the
Like,
hotel.
the most high visibility thing you could do. Yeah.
So we get to the hotel. I'm like, yo, I want to get. They're like, yo, we finna go to the radio station. I'm like, yo, I want to go to the whole. I want to get in the shower real quick. Like, yo, we just got in town. Woo woo. And so they're like, all right, well, wait. They didn't wait. They went anyway. They went to the radio station. But I'm glad they didn't wait because that's when they got pulled over by the U.S. Marshals and shit, and they snatched everybody out the cars and all that shit. And I think they took Keek the Sneak out the car, and they had everybody lined up, and yeah, that was the story when they came back. And then yeah, me and Smoke, we fought and shit, and I tried to like break his arm in the door and shit. 'Cause we was in a van, and like yeah, that's what happened. We in a van, I'm like laying in the seat, and he trying to talk to the homeboy Stack in the back, but he ain't talking about shit. So I'm like, bro, close the door. Like
Yeah.
it's cold. Like he, he ignored me and said something. He said something disrespectful, and I think like I swung at him, and then tried to like close his arm in the door and shit. Yeah, man, it was all kind of. And then like, yeah, my cousin he used to shut the studio down and shit every time. Like she was too rambunctious and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just like making a band, man.
But you guys were like, so it sounds like y'all were traveling together with like Geek Sneak and like E40 and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yep. So E40, he would fly to East Spot
yeah.
and meet us there. Keep the Sneak though, he was riding with us. We was in the like van, same van
Okay,
as
it
that
was
nigga.
like for real, like tour bus type stuff. Okay.
Yep.
Damn.
And then we went to Orlando for this shit called the Core DJ Retreat. That shit was dope. Funny story about that. So we was broke as shit, especially me and my homeboy YC and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And like, I think this was around the time motherfuckers still selling crack and shit. I think I had sold all my shit or whatever I had to sell. YC still had some crack on him, but he couldn't sell it in time and shit. So he took the crack with him on tour and shit.
Damn. Yeah.
And but it ended up working out because we're in Atlanta. We're on the way back from Orlando and shit. On the way back to Colorado now. We're in Atlanta and we trying to find some weed. It's like 2 in the morning and we driving around the streets of Atlanta trying to look for some weed in a goddamn black SUV with Colorado plates and shit. We was wilding.
Yeah. Not looking. Not a good look. Yeah.
Yeah. So we riding around and some lady named we see a car pull up next to us. And she like, hey, what you? Oh, she thought we was somebody that she knew. And then she like, hey, what's up, something? And we like, what? And then she like, oh, my fault, I thought y'all was somebody. She like, hey, we like, hey, where the weed at? And then she like, shit, over here on something. I think she said Cascade or something. I think it was Cascade. And then he was like, shit, we don't know what the fuck is that. She was like, hey, follow me. I was like, all right, bet. So we follow her. We get there, and then she like, y'all gonna take care of me, right? And we like, yeah, we got you. And her name was Strawberry. And she was like, I'm Strawberry, and we all introduced us. She was like,
I would not have followed Strawberry, but yeah, go.
Strawberry ended up being cool people. But she like, y'all gonna take care of me, right? And we like, yeah, we got you, Strawberry. And so that's when it hit us, like, oh shit, YC, you still got that crack. So YC hurry up and runs to the car, go gets the crack from like out his luggage and shit. And ended up being like a good trade. Like it was a little risky at first because like the homeboy Stack, he had to go follow Strawberry to like the little trap house or whatever. And like when we pulled up to this block, like this shit was like The Walking Dead and shit. Like it was like big ass houses and shit. But I just see like homeless motherfuckers walking in like these niggas do not live here, yo. It's big ass dumpster in the middle of the street and shit. And like I was like, yo, this shit is like a whole nother world right now and shit.
Right.
And like where she took him was like in between some houses because I got out with Stack and shit. And she like, yo, I'm gonna take your friend over there. You go get my shit. I'm like, all right, deal.
Did she know what her shit was at this point?
I think we established that we were gonna trade some crack
Okay.
and
right.
shit.
And Strawberry was
somehow,
like,
but you just know, like,
she was like, I'll take none.
you know what I mean?
Crack sounds
Motherfuckers
good.
know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers know a crackhead when when you see one and shit.
Sure, yeah.
And so she like, you go get my shit. I'm gonna take your friend to go get the weed. Woo woo. I'm like, all right, bet. So I run back to the car. I'm like, hey, YC, you find the crack yet? They like, yo, why the fuck did you leave Stack? Like Strawberry told me
Oh no.
to come over here and get the shit, and we gonna meet back up right here in the courtyard. Goddamn it! And so he was like, man, go get stacked, man. Like, don't leave that nigga, man. So I try to go back to where she took him.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like I had to go in between some houses and like, yo, that shit was like pitch black. Like I think I even had like my phone flashlight and I walked back a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell no, I ain't going back there and shit. And I creep back out. I think I just called that nigga Stack, like, hey nigga, you good? He was like, yeah, I'm good, bro. He was like, but just stay out there, man.
They're like, say you're good. Say you're good. Tell them you're good.
It was stupid as hell. I'm standing there. And then I got I got a motherfucking black hoodie with big ass red collar, red letters that say Colorado across my goddamn hoodie and shit, man. I was wilding and shit. But and I'm just standing out there waiting on Stack and shit to come out and shit on the phone with him and shit.
All hopeful.
Man, but it ended up turning out good, man.
Worked out?
Yep.
Yeah.
We got our weed. The weed was trash, but we got the weed. Strawberry got her crack. Another time, yeah, we bought crack on tour, and it ended up coming in clutch.
Ended up working.
Hell yeah, man.
I feel like Atlanta's kind of like that. Was in Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I feel like it's kind of like that. Like my limited experience out there, just like a lot of things seemed like really sketch, and then it was like surprisingly very cool. Like a lot of the people out there and things like that. And I don't know. It's like, cause yeah, I know like the houses and like shit. Like I've like some of that too, where it's like this looks like abandoned, like fucked up, scary, whatever. But always seems to work out.
No,
Atlanta
facts.
makes it happen.
And then crazy story, I end up back on Cascade years later.
Yeah.
Because my cousin had a baby by a dude that lives out there. Shout out to Drake. And he used to like trap and sell drugs out there and shit. And he knows Strawberry.
Damn.
Yeah. And then he ended up telling me the Strawberry died, man.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, man.
It's like, yeah, she got some bad crack from these guys.
Yeah.
These out of towners. Nah, that didn't happen.
That ain't funny. I mean, that ain't happened. That ain't what. Rest in peace, Strawberry girl. Miss you, girl. But yeah, man, small world.
You just reminded me of like a really fucking strange story. So this is gonna be a total like just like left curve, but do you remember the first time you saw titties in real life? Like as a kid, do you remember the first time? Like maybe it was like a girl you were hooking up with, or maybe it was
I think I do, yep.
Okay, you got it in your head. Is it a good memory?
Yep.
Okay, probably for most people it'd be a good memory, right?
I don't know. Could have been my mama's.
Well, probably for most. Okay, but let's just say like outside of like like outside of that, because that's probably like most like babies, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just.
Not even as babies, just as a kid and shit. My mom would just be walking around like, God damn, what the fuck? God damn, I don't nobody wants to see this.
Yeah, that's kind of
Friends
traumatizing.
coming over and shit, nigga. But no, go ahead.
Said all that
other
to say, like you're like you're talking about Strawberry, and I don't know who Strawberry is, and I'm just imagining, you know what I mean, who Strawberry could be like, but I think I want to say
kind soul.
I was like 10 or 11, and I was with my friend and the homie John Earl, who I haven't talked to him forever. And I was with John Earl. I think he was from the South because they call him by like the first and the middle name or whatever. So John Earl.
John Earl, okay.
John Earl, yeah.
John Earl, got it. All right.
Anyways, I'm with him and I'm with his family, like his mom and his like grandma and his sister and stuff like that. We're all in like a minivan. We're all packed in there, and I'm kind of like there's like that side window that doesn't really open. I'm like kind of over here, and then the passenger whatever front seat is right here. I think his grandma was up there, something like that. It's too many people in the van. We're all going to like shopping and stuff like that. Well, it's like they were the type of family where they do all their shopping at once. So it's like we're gonna hit like, the grocery store, the dollar store. We're going to the thrift store. We're going, here and there, whatever. Anyways, I'm telling you, I don't know why I'm describing it, like over describing it, but I remember we were in a neighborhood where we started to get like kind of like mixed around or whatever. I'm not driving. I'm not even old enough to be, like to really know like what's going on or whatever.
Okay.
But there was clearly a crackhead on the street. And they were like, we're going to ask her for directions to figure out where to go. And she had like this shirt that was like barely a shirt. It was like, extra, extra, extra large, just kind of torn, shredded a little bit. She's walking over, and it was like telegraphed like to me. I knew exactly what was going to happen. And I'm like I said, like 10, 11 years old. Never seen titties before, right? And she's walking over, and I know she's going to lean in to like talk, and I knew it was going to happen. And she did exactly what I imagined was going to happen. And I also knew, I was like, I don't want them to be the first titties that I'm ever going to see. But I also know I can't look away because it's just going to be, you know what I mean? It's like you see a car accident. Anyway, so she like leaned in, could see, I mean, like down to her belly button, like the shirt was like hanging like that low or whatever. And then that just always haunted me. I was like, damn, those are the first titties I ever seen. Where
That's some crackhead titties?
yeah, yep.
Well, shout out to crackhead titties, man. Out here saving lives and
Showing titties, yeah. Making
putting
young
boys in
men
pu-
men.
Yep. That's what I was that's what I was looking for.
I knew it too at the time. I was like, this is never gonna leave my brain. I was like, and it didn't. Here we are.
You still remember those titties?
Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, I
Bet
do.
they weren't that bad.
They were about as bad as it gets.
Okay.
She was like late stage crackhead. Like it was
Oh
like,
shit!
yeah,
Damn,
it was-
man.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you got to see some better ones after that, man. You probably got to see some pretty cool ones.
Yeah, all,
after
all of them were better after that.
that. I hope so.
See the worst, just start at the worst. Yeah, work my way up.
Some people start at the best and work their way down to those titties.
Yeah, there's people that are looking for them titties right now.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man. Consider yourself lucky. God damn it. Fucking, what else is going on the news? Fucking Shannon Sharp, man. You heard about him?
Yeah. Because
Fucking choking bitches and
oh wait, what?
yeah, they
No,
released
he
some
was.
fake
Well, they
audio.
said
Well, I don't know. It could be fake. It could be real. I don't know. But
they
yeah,
said he raped the girl that he was dating. Which
yep.
number one is, I don't know, because I don't want to dismiss a woman's like claim or whatever, but it just a lot of it sounds really suspect. A lot of
But
it sounds kind of crazy.
raping your girlfriend is kind of crazy a little bit. Like it can't, but
I'm not saying you can't do that.
right, yeah.
I mean, you could, but also, wouldn't she not be your girlfriend after that? Like,
It's like this. If I'm dating a girl and we break up or whatever, and all of a sudden, like, she's trying to sue me for money and, like, she's not trying to call the police on me and shit, and, like, it's like, did I really rape my girlfriend, my nigga? Or, or is this bitch hurt and just trying to get at me right now, man?
yeah, and then he's got like a $100 million deal going on.
And she wants half of it.
Yeah, she wants a strangely specific half of it type of
Who
number.
does this bitch think she
and
is?
then, like, also, okay, so she was like 19 or something like that when she met him.
Yeah, some weird shit too.
And like she probably knew who he was, so it's not like I would have wanted. That's what I would want to know is what the origin story was, because like if he was like hitting on her like often or something like that, and then finally she was like, okay, fine, we can go on a date or something. And if it was like that story, then I'd be like, oh yeah, he's a predator. You know what I mean? Because the origin started like that. But
but
then
how
I
is
don't
he
know.
not a predator?
Part of me thinks though that if she saw him like 6 foot, he's gigantic, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm sure like he walks in like dabbing
we
everybody
got
up,
the
and they're like,
same
oh,
size.
yeah, it's like you guys are probably pretty much twins.
Go ahead.
But like, she knew who the fuck he was, right? So
I would have to assume so. 19 or whatever. there's been memes.
Even if she didn't like watch him play,
Right,
she was like,
there's been hella memes about Shannon Sharp.
she would know she would know he's high profile from the second he walked in. You know what I mean?
That part too.
And so that's what always makes me kind of wonder. Like with all those cases, you hear about like any, I don't want to bring up like past people and like their troubles or whatever, but I don't know. I always have to question that. But
yeah, now they got an audio of him talking about like when he's
I'm gonna rape you, bitch.
yeah, like,
He didn't say that, does he? I didn't know there was audio.
He said something like, "I'm gonna choke you," and shit. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the shit at you when I see you. And shit, I was like, "Is that him?"
Oh shit.
I don't
Okay,
know,
well
man.
then everything you should have led with that. So.
I tried. You the one.
I'm like defending him. He's already on trial. Okay.
I don't know if that audio is real, man. It could be AI itself because the shit sounds stupid too. She's like, I don't be choked. And he's like, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Wait, do you have it? Can we play it?
Let me see.
No, do it. Well, do it on your phone so you can put it in the microphone.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, this shit is hilarious. I'm like, man, Shannon, this better not be you. Or I'm gonna kick your ass. But yeah, man, I don't think he did it, man.
I think I'm too like docile to even imagine doing that too, though. You know what I mean? Like I know there's some bad dudes out there, and it's hard for me to even imagine. Like, you know what I mean? Like some of the shit, the like cult stuff and things like that, R. Kelly shit, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I can't even imagine doing that. That's why I always assume they're innocent. Because I couldn't imagine doing it.
No, they doing it.
You're like, I don't gotta imagine it.
Right. Let me see. This is 40 minutes. No, we're not doing that.
Oh, that's a message from our sponsor.
Yep. Download Asher Alley, y'all. And this is where you can win a lot of money. And hopefully they'll sponsor this show.
Is that it?
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. It is what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
That sound like him.
Nothing yet. You want to be a to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know that mercy. If you sit that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you.
That one sound a little sketch.
She sounds like she's acting. And she recorded this.
Thank
Part of
you.
me makes me think she's like, this was the setup.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know either.
Then this awkward pause.
Yeah, all right. No, so I guess,
Hold on,
does it get better?
You get stupid. Watch.
I don't.
You know what?
Would you memorize it?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Let me check.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
You don't have a choice in the matter.
Oh,
Who talks like that?
that's
Yes, you do. You do want to be choked, and you don't. You don't have a choice.
A choice in the matter. Yeah,
in the
that
matter.
does that. I don't know. It's hard to. That does. It sounds fake, but it sounds real. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. So, I guess he addresses it. I don't want to play that shit.
Yeah. No, we don't got to do all that.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Like Shannon Sharp, man. Good luck, nigga. Hopefully we make it to your show though one day, and Club Shay Shay. We talk about what the fuck you got going on, man. What the fuck you doing, man? You know, you getting recorded, having sex. Everything's sexual with you nowadays.
Like,
What's going? You might want to just
settle down.
Settle down, yeah, man.
At 50, 60 years old, maybe it's time to settle down.
You know what I mean? Nigga, find somebody at church, nigga. You need one of them bitches at church with the hat.
With the hat.
You need to start looking towards one of them, nigga. You about right there, my nigga. So you over here with my nieces and shit, my nigga. Like, that shit is crazy, my nigga.
Yeah, that's so she's like 20, right? He's like 50. Is he closer to 50 or 60? Or right in the middle? He's somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere in between.
Well, I'm talking about the age gap. Like,
age gap is crazy. The age gap is like when she was born, he was 36.
That's wild, yeah.
That's crazy.
What's your
what's
your
me.
limit? What's your limit?
I'm 36 and I'm not waiting on babies to grow up. Motherfucking looking that nigga.
Oh man,
nigga looking at infants. Man, that's the one fine baby right there, man.
Fucking 20 years.
When that baby.
Yeah, that's
crazy, man.
That's too much.
That nigga Shannon Sharp was in the infirmary. Shit. Just high and low baby bitches. Hell no, man. Cut this shit out, man. This shit ain't looking too good for you, man. They already got R. Kelly. You better chill the fuck out, man. Oh, man.
Well, hopefully he's innocent. Hopefully he's not doing anything crazy. But that is a big age gap. Like, even if nothing happened, that's kind of, yeah. Because you can't, like, mentally you're in different places. You can't really.
I'm 36 and talking to a 22 and 23-year-old, that shit is awkward to me.
Yeah, I agree.
So for his big old ass to be doing this shit,
yeah,
I don't know what kind of nigga we dealing with.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll say that.
I think though, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll stop trying to, defend him. I was gonna say he's probably used to people kissing his ass.
Club Shay Shay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably used to people like kissing his ass. So he's probably not used to having real conversations with people in the first place. You know what I mean? Because who would really be able to relate unless they were like one of his peers? You know what I'm saying? So like if he's talking to like a civilian or whatever you want to, you know what I mean? Like a regular person, like he's probably not used to having regular conversations anyways. So I don't know. But I don't know. It's still though, you would probably think he's got kids, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Like he can put like he's got some perspective.
He probably got kids way older than that bitch.
That's what I'm saying. That she's like the age of like his grandchildren.
Type
is what I would assume. Yeah. So you think he's got some perspective on it? So I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, man, he got to chill the fuck out before he lands himself somewhere. Before he lands himself in a whole lot of trouble.
I think he'll be all right.
Let's hope. But, what else is out there, man?
You watch them brave ladies going to space the other day?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that?
It's whatever.
Yeah, it was kind of whatever because it was kind of like, I didn't understand what the point of it was, honestly.
Yeah.
They were just like.
I'm like, they finally giving people access now to go to space now. Like,
if you're rich,
civilians
I guess.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was trying to figure it out, and then there was like Katy Perry was getting clowned a lot because that was weird. Her whole story was weird. She was like, "I'm reading books on string theory," and I was like, "Why? Like, they're not going to ask you to build the spaceship, you know? Like, you just got to go for a ride or whatever." And then she was like,
she started learning like
theoretical
Space
physics.
shit.
Yeah.
Bitch, if you don't just get on the plane and
Right. That's what it was. And she was like, I'm like reading books and I'm studying this and like
who else
learning
was
the
on that
Martian language.
goddamn boat?
Boat.
I mean,
I don't remember
who
honestly.
was on the rocket?
I think it was the only people I remember was Katy Perry's on it 'cause she was getting like a lot of shit for
Okay.
just being a weirdo, and then it was Jeff Bezos's fucking rocket ship or something, and then those are like all the people I know that were involved.
Then like Gail King.
Gail King,
I mean, I know she was on there
And-
because she was black.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was like another black person on there too, a
Was it?
lady. I think there was like 6 people or something.
Let me see.
It was just a strange thing though. It was like, look at us, we're rich and famous, and now we're in space above all of you.
Right. All right. They better be glad that shit didn't blow up.
Right. Like that would have been my fear. I probably wouldn't have done it if I was them.
No, facts. So it was Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, Gail King, Aisha Bao, Amanda Nguyen. I know how to pronounce Nguyen because I dated a Vietnamese girl.
Okay.
And Corinne Flynn. Again, Katy Perry and Gail King is all I knew.
Yeah, I don't know what what
Even
the other
the
people
other
do.
black lady. I don't know. I don't know which one of these bitches are. But shout out to y'all. Going to space. Research and shit. Did y'all research? Fuck it. No, y'all didn't. Y'all didn't gather.
No, it was a weird thing. It was
Y'all didn't gather no
'Cause
data.
they were showing it everywhere, and they were like that's what I didn't understand. Because like the fucking another thing that happened around the same time, I think, was like NASA discovered a planet with like people on it.
I heard about that.
And I was like, wow, that's fucking amazing. Like, I don't know what type of fucking research or science.
But I heard that shit like hella far.
Yeah, it's not close. It's far. You're all upset. You're like, I want to meet new people.
What these niggas?
But
I'm
no, I
supposed
was
to meet
like,
these niggas.
that just got like totally shadowed by Katy Perry in space. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, they were like, oh, we found like, like another race of people on like another planet or whatever. And there was like,
I know, right?
nobody even talked about that. They were like, Katy Perry's in space though.
And I want to
Like,
see like what they females look like. I want to see like.
That's fucking crazy. Like, do they look like us? Are they like, you know what I mean? Do they look like fish people or something? Or like, what the fuck do they look like?
Yeah, I can't fuck with no fish titties.
No.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Like fins and shit
Yeah,
and gills.
skellies, yeah. Let's get out of here. People on another planet.
I don't think they got pictures of them. Are you seeing what they hypothetically believe the people might look like?
Yeah. Let me see. While humans haven't yet found definite proof of life on other planets, scientists have identified potential signs of extraterrestrial life, particularly
Yeah,
on a planet called K2-18b.
K2-18b.
Shout out to all my niggas on K2-18b, man. All the way from motherfucking Earth, nigga. We love y'all niggas, man. Me to you, nigga.
Shout out K2-18b.
Yeah, why you say it like that?
I
I
was
feel
just-
like that's racist.
That's
like,
how that sounds good to them. That's how they talk.
Nah,
there.
you just gonna assume
I'm just
that.
and that's how they talk. I'm using their speaking language.
I'm sorry, K2.
See, the way you're saying that is very offensive to K2-18b people.
Look, K2, when y'all just come down here and start fucking shit up, just know me and Shaun, we show love to y'all first.
Wouldn't that be crazy if they saw this? We just put this out there, and then they're like, "Oh, that's us."
They're like, oh, shit. Shout out to my niggas on earth.
Hey, we're making friends.
No, we is making friends,
Yeah.
man. All the way
Not
to
with
K2.
Shannon Sharp, but maybe with the K2 18Bs. And Katy Perry ain't making no friends. Not like that. No.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm like, Shannon better go to K2 18B with that shit that he doing.
Oh yeah, they prefer that type of behavior over
Yeah,
there. That's
yeah.
what I heard. Yeah.
But
Shout
let me
out.
not assume, 'cause they be like, hey, we do not.
Do not choke us.
That nigga's gross. Beep, boop, bop, boop.
How do you think people would react if, like, because you know that was real popular for a couple months there, like the UFOs and shit like that, and they were showing that like all over the news, and then, like a guy came up in front of Congress and was like, "There's aliens," and then they were like, "Okay, cool," and then nobody gave a fuck, which was crazy.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, nobody fucking
Motherfuckers
cared.
worried about Bitcoin and shit going up. Like, you hear Bitcoin went up, nigga? Did you hear?
They're like, "There's
They
aliens."
hiding
And it's like-
saucers, nigga.
But you know, it kind of makes sense because like aliens aren't going to give you money, aliens aren't going to buy you a house. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like, okay, we see them, whatever. Like, what do you think that show would be like? Let's say they come here, they whatever land, or like take me to your leader type of thing. Like, I mean, what do you think life would be like? Some shit like that happens.
It just starts zapping the shit out of us.
Is that what you think? You think it'd be like an
Hell yeah.
invasion type thing?
And I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't either. I don't just fucking. They're like part of me. There's like you're saying. There's like the old movies. Like that's kind of like the funny version. But I think like in reality, the shit's kind of scary in a way. You know.
Nah, it is, man. Then I be hearing stories about like people running into aliens and shit, and it should be crazy, man.
What people you know?
Nah,
just-
hell no. I want to hang out with the man.
Strawberry, strawberries.
Yeah. Strawberry bitch, don't.
Talking about having her alien stories.
I ain't gonna lie. Part of me feel like Bitcoin is gonna be the currency to go to space and
All right.
to get to other planets.
That makes sense. I get down with that.
It's gonna be like a universal currency.
I think that's why it was made, for kind of what you're talking about. I think that was kind of the purpose of it. Is it's like, whatever, decentralized. Like it's not really like it can't be corrupted, or I guess I get, but it obviously can be, but I don't know. I think the idea behind it though was something like kind of what you're talking about, was to like move us into the future in some type of way.
Yeah, it's gonna be space money.
Yeah, I don't even know how we would do that. If we do meet the 12, 18B people and we're trying to like,
K2 18B. Shout
There you
out
go.
to y'all.
we're trying to buy shit from them.
Yo, you better have your Bitcoin up, son. And to be real, a part of me feel like that's because when you look at like how much these athletes and entertainers getting paid,
Yeah.
I'm like either we got more empowered or they don't give a fuck about money per se like that no more.
Wait, what do you mean? We got more in power, as in like the general public got more.
Minorities and like
Yeah.
entertainers and shit like that. Like either motherfuckers became more empowered or
Yeah.
motherfuckers just like, hey, y'all can have this shit anyway. Like we on to some other shit. That's why like fucking Anthony Edwards, they got a video of him saying like he got $300 million just to play fucking basketball.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I see what you're saying. Also,
And that's just one dude
yeah,
getting paid that amount of money.
yeah.
So it's like, what's the real value of the fucking dollar now, yo? Everybody getting paid crazy. So it's like, the motherfuckers really overcome some shit? Or is the value losing its value in this
That-
motherfucker?
Yeah, that's crazy to think about, because like, we're just seeing it now because the internet and shit like that. Did all these people exist before? I don't. I think that's why they were able to rip people off in the past. You know, like all the Motown singers and shit like that. They're like, here's $70. Let me
Right,
buy
right.
your whole catalog or whatever. And they'd be like, okay, and they'd make millions of dollars off. But we didn't. You couldn't expose them because there was no internet. So we
Right.
didn't know that they had so now they're like, all right, well, we got to give the basketball players money. We got to give the football players money. We got to give the musicians some money, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we're seeing it, and maybe we're thinking, oh, $300 million, and maybe that's a drop in the bucket,
And a drop in the bucket, like that being a drop in the bucket is crazy.
It could be, though. I don't know. We're out here trading crack rocks and shit like that for weed. And
Motherfuckers out here with wicked jump shots. Shit. This shit is diabolical, man.
that'd be that would make sense though if that's going to be the space money, if Bitcoin's going to be the space money. I mean, them other planet people would have to have the same type of money so we can trade with them and stuff like that. But how would you go to strip clubs with just Bitcoin though?
You gotta I
It
feel
don't
like
work.
it's gonna be like a QR code on their titties or something. Like it gotta be. And then you wear some smart glasses and you scan it.
Yeah, that's that's exactly what it'll be. It'll be the little Google or like Meta
And then
VR
and then
things.
it's gonna be a screen and shit, and you move the
You
money.
just throw
into-
Bitcoin,
Yeah.
digital Bitcoin. Damn, that'll get rid of some industries.
You said what?
That'll get rid of like some industries and shit like that. Like
Nah, facts. Yeah, you think females start stripping in the house now?
they do now. I mean,
I know how
that's
you
been a thing.
OnlyFans. I'm like, you think girls are stripping on that?
They're getting naked on the internet.
Duh. I know about 9 bitches with it OnlyFans account. So yeah.
Have you gotten? Have you gotten
An OnlyFans account?
No, no.
Uh,
Wait, the way you look though makes me think you. You got defensive. Why'd you find it? Yeah. Subscribe.
I put it no locals.
No, have you gotten the texts from girls that have started one and like?
Nah, I
follow
haven't
them?
gotten the text. I got like the inbox messages and shit like
From people you know. Yeah,
like promoting their shit or whatever.
it's kind of weird to know them before they're doing that, and then they start it,
yeah.
and then you're like, hey, we still gonna fuck. I don't know, like
Still gonna
do
give me
that
some
thing
pussy
or whatever.
regularly?
Well, no, not even that, because
Oh.
these are like, we still gonna shoot that video, like for me,
Oh, okay,
is what it
yeah.
is, and then they're like, oh yeah, we're good for the 23rd. By the way, here's my OnlyFans. And I'm like,
I bet.
yeah, it's weird, If you've been fucking, then that kind of makes sense in a way. But if you haven't, and it's like somebody you know, you're like,
Yeah, some of them was somebody I used to deal with
Yeah.
and shit, and now they're OnlyFans models, and now they're too good and just give me some
Oh,
free
now they ain't
pussy
fucking
now.
with you,
It's
yeah.
like, bitch. All right, you get a couple likes and a couple views. Now your pussy's up here.
yeah. Is there anything sadder
fuck
than
you.
like a failing OnlyFans? That just feels like. Could you imagine doing all that and then making no money? Wouldn't that shit?
You sell your soul.
Oh man, that makes me feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at my butthole and just just no money.
Who's so boss?
I don't know. I don't subscribe, so I don't know what goes on there.
Yeah, no, I don't subscribe either.
Yeah. I imagine that's what they're doing.
It's too much free porn out there
Yeah.
to be subscribing to motherfuckers and shit. That's why I'm like, girl, who do you think you are? Like this.
You think you're better than this?
Really? Think you're better than Pornhub and X videos and X hamster and fucking.
I don't know. They might be getting rid of that though, and then that's all we'll have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hope so, cause
Cleaning up the world.
yeah, man, I need a break.
Like I'm not strong enough on my own.
Somebody need to take this shit from me. God damn it. Yeah,
Well, that
man.
might happen. That might be the thing. We're getting towards the end here, so we got let's talk about what's going on. So
Let's do it.
we know your show is coming at the end of the week. I'm gonna be
Yep,
there.
Friday. Yeah, my guy.
I'm gonna be at Wolf Wednesday tomorrow, or actually today when this comes out. You should pop into that if you can.
All right.
It's gonna be at the Orchid or the That's what it's called, right? The Orchid.
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 Orchid. Whatever the fucking the nightclub.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Yep. All right, downtown.
Yep.
Yeah,
4-year
okay.
anniversary. I've been shooting with them for like 2 years or something like that. Or not them, but Jazzy. So it's Jazzy's thing.
Okay.
What else is going on? I think that's it. I think the next comedy show that I'm shooting is going to be the week after that, the 26th. Which, I don't know. You fucking around with that?
Yeah, I'll come pull up.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I need to get more out. I need to get out more, man.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
What are you just playing Call of Duty or you not
Working
getting out?
out.
Yeah.
Playing Call of Duty. Fucking working on this goddamn TV show.
Yeah.
I mean, this animated series and shit.
Has any progress happened there?
Yeah, yup.
Yeah.
Progress, yup. My guy, Tyrese, he's whipping up characters and shit. I got created a group chat. Everybody's keeping in touch and
Yeah.
collaborating. And then we got the 20v1
That's
coming up on
very
the 4th.
soon. That's like in
Super
2
soon.
weeks. We got to put some flyers out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're watching this or you're listening to this, any single ladies you know that want to be on that, send all the single ladies our way.
Oh, the single ladies, if you want, go on, put your sexy radio voice on for him, Sean.
I'm gonna choke you. Yeah. No,
Hell no.
I'm not choking anybody.
Shout out sharp. But yeah, no, single ladies, we need y'all, man. If y'all want some exposure, if y'all want some limelight, if y'all looking for love, man, come out here, man. This is gonna be the event to be at, man. We got a special guest, real special guest in the building, and ladies, y'all won't be disappointed, man. And yeah, we need all the support. We got about like 10 in the possible.
Okay. I think we can ramp that up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll work on that because they get eliminated fast. Like I was watching some of them, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
we gotta work on that. But
Yeah.
that'll be a fun time. So keep an eye out for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope, man. Yeah, man. See y'all at the show Friday. If y'all don't be at the show Friday, man, I'll see you at the 20v1. And if I don't see y'all there, see you next week for episode 8, goddammit.
Yep.
A motherfucking rush hour.
Yep. See y'all next week.
We out.